hop out, valet, walk out. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now. I'm too on one day on my third. I was too broke, now I'm too rich. Made 100K on my third shift. I'm a boy, so.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, that was not a good omen right there. The very first play from scrimmage, and you just want to give yourself a nice, simple throw and hopefully get yourself into a rhythm. That is the last thing you're expecting. And now you put your defense in a tough spot right from the word go.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, here's Henry. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Third and short yardage, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running passing game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He completes it to Tate. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A trick shot on the extra point, but it is good off the left upright. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw is Mariota. Going deep here for Bryant. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And this one's incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And that takes us from second to third down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On third down, Mariota. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Sproles, the return. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll go down at the 28. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They run with Ajayi. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now Wentz on third down. Flushed out right. And Jeffrey's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just too off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Where are they, team?
Mariota now to throw on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, here's Wentz. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
Can't have enough good pass-catching tight ends in the NFL. And the Eagles, they wanted to replenish their stock. They lost Trey Burton in the offseason, so they selected Dallas Goedert out of South Dakota State in the 2nd round, and he is nothing but a big-time pass catcher.
What a great story, because South Dakota State didn't offer him a scholarship out of high school. He walked on there.
Yeah, so now Zach Ertz has a running mate at tight end.
Wentz to throw on second down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the rein. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Black. That's it.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Corey Graham brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
One.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. First down, Mariota. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Mariota now from the 50. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Chris Long in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Mariota. Going deep here for Bryant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Wentz going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And Tate's got it. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. He's going to get it running right, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This was now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after getting the ball in prime position to score after a fumble recovery, you think you're in a great spot. But the defense on the field is saying not so fast, and they've held firm on the first 2 plays.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Wentz going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They begin with Henry. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now Sproles. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Room here to run. This complete left side to Aguilar. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Wentz. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action. Now Wentz. Hurts over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Bryant with a catch right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota on first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about...
Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score. And the Titans are just an extra point away from moving out in front.
I I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Trey 15.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, it's Henry. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
One.
A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a former 5th-round pick of the Eagles. This is Dion Lewis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Three. Keep it rolling.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
One.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground with a giant. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards. Mariota now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give him a touchdown in that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the play. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
82.
On 1st down, Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mariota now to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nigel Bradham able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Second down, Mariota. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. He completes it to Bryant. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Uncorks one for Davis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Wentz now on first down. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 20. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are on the field?
The Titans, 18 rushing touchdowns a season ago, tied for second most. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Titans. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 55 yards. Back to throw. Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First down now, but that clock rolling. To throw is Wentz. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. They'll try and run it now with Sproles. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Wentz to throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with an even 30 seconds to go, everything will come down to this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys
I'm a little
skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Tennessee, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.